up, my people? We back at another edition of Vibin on the Block. It's your boy Pablo.
Yeah, and you already know I go by the name of Joe the Connect, man. And y'all know what we do when we on the block. We provide the vibes, man. We got my man on the panel again. Tell him your name, brother.
Robert. Robert.
Robert. What's up?
Bobby.
What's up, Robert? AKA
Bobby.
used to be BU.
Bobby,
Bobby Blue
baby.
Shay.
Bobby
Bobby,
Blue.
baby.
Call me Bobby Blue,
Bobby
baby.
Blue Shay.
That's what we doing now. Bobby, that's what
Bobby
we
Blue. How
doing
you
now.
feeling today, Bobby?
No, I'm feeling amazing. You already know I'm feeling.
As
You
you
already
should.
know what's going on, man. Life is good. We breathing. We got a chance to breathe, be great in life, figure out what we're gonna do in the next 24.
Not even the next couple of days, the next 24. Pablo, what's good with you, brother?
Man, everything good, man. I'm just living life slow motion, but it's better than no motion. We're gonna get to
Yeah,
it.
that's what they. Oh yeah, we definitely gonna get to it. We're gonna talk about some things. We might jump into a little bit of current events. But before we do that again, man, shout out to everybody that's tuned in, and shout out to all of our supporters that do tune in. Do us a favor, hit that subscribe button, like, comment, and share. We need y'all to jump in them comments and tell us what y'all want us to talk about. You know what I'm saying? Y'all want to get up on this platform and y'all got some things that y'all want to get off y'all chest. Listen, we open to that too, man. You know what I'm saying? That's why we call it the block, and this is where we vibe at. So, with that being said, what's popping? What we talking about today? Sports?
Nah, I
What?
don't know. I don't want
Current
to talk about
events?
sports.
You sit here
Nah,
and
I
want
don't
to talk
really,
about no sports.
nah,
We're gonna talk about
I
some real
mean,
life shit today.
yeah. I don't
We're
really
gonna
want
get
to talk about that.
we're gonna
We
get
we
right
need to
into
get
it.
into behavior change.
Behavior
You
change.
know, yeah,
I like that.
behavior change. Let's address that. Like why some people haven't grown up, and they
Mm.
still, you know, at a place where you found them. Someone told me if you leave that conversation and tend to your business and come back 10 years, they'll still be doing the same thing.
That's a whole fact. I agree with you 110%.
Yeah, so let's get into that. And my question to y'all, I asked the question is, what made you change and why you think change is necessary?
Shit, I feel like I'm in programming again, baby, but I will definitely answer that question. But I'll let you go first, Pablo.
Oh shit, with me personally changing, because if you don't change, you're gonna keep getting the same results at the end of the day.
You gotta turn
If,
your phone back on.
if yeah, if you don't change, you don't change what you got, what you did years ago. You're not gonna never. You're gonna be stagnated the whole time. It's a life. You have to change in some type of form, whether it's for the good or for the bad. You have to make some type of change, or you're gonna just be stagnated and complacent in that realm of life. So if you want different results, you got to do different things. You ain't gonna keep doing the same thing over and over, expecting different results, because that's the definition of insanity.
Mm.
So yeah,
You be you.
Oh, for me, change is inevitable. But change is inevitable. But before people want change, they want results, right? A lot of
Right?
people want results before they want change. You have to be able to change, and change is painful.
Mm. It's
It's a
like putting the
painful
cart
si-
before the horse.
yeah,
it's a painful situation.
it's
Change
very
is a
uncomfortable.
painful it's a very uncomfortable. Whenever you transition, and whether it be good, whether it be bad, excuse me, it's gonna result to pain. So
Right.
I realize that. And what made me want to change is just like brother said, just being doing a repetitive thing and keep hitting the brick wall, and then how you figure that you're gonna make it far in life. You understand what I'm saying? Like, so that's what made me want to change. And the change is scary too. Like it's very painful. It's emotional pain, spiritual pain, physical pain. When you really change, that's when it really hurts.
Yeah,
If you haven't really experienced that, you haven't changed. A lot of people they use they'll take something right from Instagram and post it, but didn't apply it. And you got a lot of people that's intellects, right? What I mean by intellects, they can quote anything, they can say anything, but they can't apply. I
Right.
use ABE, adult basic education.
Ah,
And
sounds familiar.
no, for real, and that's key. and that helps me to apply certain things in life, right? We talk about this, dog. That helps me to keep things simple. Simplicity always wins. I don't have to sit on stage. I don't have to say these big, famous words. It tells you in the Bible for surely they will get their praise. Oh, he's nice. But then when you look at his crib, he got roaches and rats running around. His credit score is shot. He's scheming woman out of coochie.
Yo, scheming women out of coochie is wild.
Yeah.
Niggas out here scamming broads out the drawers.
Yeah, a lot of dudes don't have no integrity. Dudes don't have no integrity. And I don't deal with dudes, like I told before, I don't even deal with dudes who lie. I don't even like liars, because I'm not a liar. If you lie to a female, you definitely lie to me, because you're so thirsty that you don't have no discipline to deny your flesh to tell the truth and put it in a place. Tell somebody the truth of what you're about to get into. So then
we had this conversation the other night. I stand on both sides of the board with that. But I agree with you in to a greater extent.
So you standing on two rights at the same time again. It's back to that.
We gonna get into that. I mean, I'm gonna let you cook. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I ain't got nothing to say. I'm just saying you back in that.
I mean, because it's true. You know what I'm saying? Like, we could use that statement to say that two things can be true at the same time. I do agree with a lot what he said, but before I even touch on that, we talking about change. What made me change? A lot made me change. Becoming a father made me change. Getting tired of being tired made me change. Losing my moms made me change. Realizing that being broke, you know what I'm saying? Like, because, we think we experienced having money before because we used to hustle. I'm going to keep it on the eye. I can't say we. Keep it on the eye. We think that we seen some type of money and some type of wealth. We really ain't see shit, because there's way more out there. You know what I'm saying? And like, just being broke is childish, like Hov said. And I'm quite grown. You know what I mean? Like, and thanks to the brother here, we powwow, we send affirmations every day. You know what I'm saying? We talk it into existence and shit. Like, so I just reflect back on my life and think about all of the reasons that I had to change. Like he said, it was inevitable. It was, you know what I'm saying? It was uncivilized for me to stay who I was or stay in that same mind frame. You understand what I'm saying? Like, it just didn't make any sense. That's not true growth and development. And like he said, if you go and look back with certain individuals 10 years ago, some niggas is still sitting around talking the same old shit, doing the same old things. You know what I'm saying? If you always do what you always done, you're going to always get what you always got.
Right. Let me ask you a question, though. I don't want to go ahead. I got an important question. You said what made you change is becoming a father. At what stage did you become a father? Because there's a difference between a father and a daddy.
Oh no, I'm not a daddy, brother. I'm a father. A father's a provider. A father's I heard what he said.
Okay.
I heard what he said. At what point? I ain't gonna lie. It wasn't until recently. My kids is 20 and 17, 18. I thought I was being a father at one point. I was being a daddy. I was a sperm donor. She carried the kids. She was taking care of them. I was in jail, running around state to state, doing whatever I do, sending money. Like, that was the end all be all when it comes to being a parent. It wasn't. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's all about, like, communication, relation, like, growing them. You know what I'm saying? Like, really nourishing them. And nourishing them doesn't mean just feeding them food. You know what I'm saying? So if I had to pinpoint, I'm going to say, you know what I'm saying, I ain't really become a father until maybe, like, over the last, you know what I'm saying, until I started really understanding life and understanding myself and realizing who I am, which was some years back. Mind you, I just told you my kids is 20 and 18 years old. So, I take accountability in that. You know what I mean? Like, I thought I knew it all. I didn't. I'm working hard. I'm still growing.
Right. So,
go ahead. I don't want to answer.
No, go.
What I was going to say is, for me personally, because I got multiple children. Like,
he said multiple.
Like, over 9 children. Like, yeah, we at 11. But I don't feel like I've earned that title as a father yet. If that makes sense. I feel like
I like that.
I'm learning, to be a father. And when I'm gone, hopefully I've earned that in their life to be able to say that was my father versus me telling them, yeah, I'm your father.
I'm your father.
I
Right.
want to earn that through them, through their grace, of them giving me that award of achievement. Whether they give me my flowers while I'm here or when I'm gone, I want to make sure that I can be the best version of myself so that they can recognize that to give me that accomplishment because that's something I don't feel like I can give myself.
And and I definitely commend you because I'll do business with him, but I'll definitely, do business with you. I mean, not it wouldn't be a business transaction because
Yeah,
once you can admit you're wrong, that's becoming a man. Like a lot of people think that their fathers, like as far as me, I'm in the same boat as well. But I tilt my hat off to you because brothers and men don't respect that. They don't want to be wrong. Everybody on social media want to show the good part. They don't want to show the bad part of them messing up. And the blessing in messing up is amazing because it's like a math question. You get to do it over again.
yeah,
When you make a poor decision, you can do it over again if it's not that fatal.
yeah,
And your decision making turns into a amazing decision making because you done made so much bad ones, you got it right.
yeah.
So I love that, man, and that's a high level of respect I have for you right there. Like to admit that you wasn't a father to this day, and I'm in the same boat with you. Like because I'm becoming the best version of me.
Yeah,
You
that's what we
know,
gotta do.
yeah, that's there's no other way. You have to become the best version. You have to wake up and become, want to search for greatness inside of you and stop looking, outside of you.
Right.
Just tear down the negative walls that's in you, right? That's what we have to
Absolutely.
start. But a lot of people, I think, their mentality and their mental is arrested. It's called arrested development. Their development is arrested. They can't grow.
It's
They
in a
can't grow.
cage.
Yeah, they can't grow past a pair of Versace jeans or a T-shirt that is, that is expensive. They can't grow, and it's sad. It's sad. It's sad, man. It's really sad. So, yeah,
I
Don.
mean, look at the time we live in society. I mean, I think a lot of the issues too is that we as and I hate to say like everybody don't deserve to, because that's kind of shallow to say everybody don't deserve to be like uplifted. But I'm not trying to pour into you if you ain't trying to pour into yourself these days. You understand what I'm saying? Like, because it starts with you. You know what I'm saying? And then other people realize that, you realize that it starts with you. And then it becomes okay for people to, I guess, kind of pour into you and like, you know what I'm saying? Kind of like our relation, like the three of us have on three different levels. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I send both of you dudes affirmations on the regular, you know what I'm saying? Like, or give y'all words of encouragement, you know what I'm saying? Because y'all are deserving of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, no homo, y'all are amazing men. And what I mean by that, like, you know what I'm saying? Like watching the transition from where we once was to where we're headed now. You know what I'm saying? That's amazing. You can probably go through your phone. Well, probably not you, BU, because I know you cut the go off like early, but you could probably go through your phone and go through your Rolodex and see how many people that are like still stagnated. You know what I'm saying? Like still doing nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like going like nowhere, whatever the situation is. I think the issue is like, you know what I'm saying? We have to kind of put ourselves in a position to form a conglomerate of those who are on the same wavelength or those who vibrate at that same level. You know what I'm saying? And then just push each other to be great. You know what I'm saying? Each one teach one, man. And I don't think it's enough of that out here. It's more of us. It's more of a stereotypical situation. It's more of us being like we're endangered species. I like to say a lot of us. You know what I'm saying? Believe it or not. You know what I'm saying? Like we got a lot going against us. But do you let that define you? I'm not letting it define me. I'm amazing. I'm great. I get up every morning. Every day above ground is a better day for me. Only I can stop me. You understand what I'm saying? Like, and I think that everybody
You're a
that's
one
serious
percenter.
about life.
You're a one
You said what?
percenter.
One
You're a
percenter.
one.
Tell them what a
Yeah,
one
you're
percenter is.
a one percenter is a person that pours life into another person. Like you know your purpose. You align with
Right.
your purpose. A lot of people don't even know what their purpose is in life. They think their purpose is getting money. there's a difference between a high value man and a high performance man, right? A high performance man means that he has the knowledge to make him, wealthy or high performance. Like he could be a doctor, but he has no integrity. It's not what you do when people are watching you; it's what you do when no one's watching.
When they not
Absolutely,
watching.
absolutely.
And that makes him that, and that what makes a man. That's what makes a man of integrity. That's a high value man. Every woman thinks a high value man is a man that get money. No, he's a high performance man. But you may have a high value man that don't get money, but he has so much integrity that he's not willing to compromise his integrity. He'd rather have his peace.
Yeah.
And a lot of people, a lot of people be kumbaya and thinking that's peace. What I mean by
Yeah.
that, and they sit there, and a lot of people, oh, I'm not going to disturb my peace. But you are the confusing. You're the one that's confusing because
Yeah.
you don't know yourself. You don't go to counseling. You don't run a program. Like I was telling Don, there's 5 elements to life, right? You need a, physical,
Not
mental,
5 elements. What we call it? We call it tell them the proper way to say it. What we call it?
the board of directors.
You got right. You got to have a board of directors over your life.
You need a board of directors for your life, right? So you need someone that you can go to spiritually, right?
That's one.
Spiritual advisor, right? You need someone that you can go to mentally, right? To help
Therapy.
you mentally, right?
That's
Physical,
2.
right?
That's
3,
him. Work out. Right.
and then you have love, right?
Relationship.
And then you have financial.
Those are the 5.
Those are 5. So how I got that and how I came up with that is when I dropped out of school. Like I'm not a high school dropout. I'm a middle school dropout. I dropped out in 6th grade. I couldn't read. Like he used to write my letters in shop. I'm not lying. You can attest to that, right?
I did. That's a fact.
The only word I could spell was "the" and "is." Was messed up. So when I went to prison for 10 years, I learned how to read and write. And I took that. If you need someone in math, science, or studies, English, and I took that and I put it in my life, and it's been helping me ever since. And that's why I came up with the board of directors of my life. So it works. It works. The programs. I met him how many years ago?
2004. 22 years ago. 2003. Because we was in reception together.
Right.
And then we went up.
And shock changed my life. But you know how some people drop seeds on you and you don't develop that seed until later.
Yeah, right,
It doesn't hit you till later, you know what I mean? But so when they was in shock, I go by that discipline and that program right now. And it got me very successful. Not just forget about financially, but just my mental state. Because you'll see an NBA star have a gun and shoot himself in the leg, some goofy stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So he's mentally challenged because he didn't address his primary issues, right? So when you don't address your primary issues, that's what happens. But shock helped me tear down my walls. That made me become an animal, like the animal mentality. Anytime you could just want to hurt a person or kill a person with words, it's crazy. Anytime somebody suck your dick and you tell somebody suck your dick, they tell you suck your dick, you want to kill them. A person could tell me that today and I just ignore them because you're not going to pimp me, baby. You will not pimp me out of my spot. As long as you don't put your hands on me, we good. And you ain't gonna even put your hands on me. I'm a moving target. I'm like a missile. You ain't gonna be around me to put your hands on me.
Right.
Now, I'm gonna give you one example and then I'm gonna pass it, right? We was at Queensville in Atlanta, right? This is crazy. They was like, yo, let's go to this after hours. There's some breakfast spot. I was like, no. He was like, yo, man, you weird. One of my men, I was like, why am I weird? I was like, people in there, it's 2 o'clock in the morning, they eating unhealthy. They're gonna kill me. Because they have you will never get into a situation at a vegan spot.
Yeah.
You're already killing yourself. Like it's 3 o'clock in the morning, you're ordering double cheeseburgers with Hennessy. It's over. In a couple of years, you're gone. Cancer, diabetes, all types of health problems because of the way your lifestyle is. So you're reckless. And I don't get in the car with drunk drivers, man. That's it.
A lot of the shit is, you know what I'm saying, unfortunately, you know what I'm saying, like, it's fucked up learned behaviors, you know what I'm saying? It's a real statement that we got to unlearn some shit and relearn. And I think a lot of people are scared to do that. Or a lot of people don't know how to do that. Or that conversation is not being had amongst a lot of people. Like, let's just be real. Like, think about the conversations. You probably don't have them conversations now, B, because you got a different network. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know the type of network you are. I know what you do for a living. I'm going to give you your flowers while we on here. You know what I'm saying? It's a pleasure to be able to have you as a friend for 20-something years. And, you know, not for nothing, I never take pride. I always let you tell that story about me writing your letters in jail. You understand what I'm saying? Because that's a milestone for you, so to speak, to see you where you at now. You know what I'm saying? But, like, those conversations aren't being had. Like, they're just not being had. You know what I mean? Like, and it's just a pleasure to see you where you at, bro. And flourishing the way you are. You know what I'm saying? Like, you help me flourish. You know, we have our talks the same with my man Reem. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to encourage you to, you know, keep doing what you're doing, bro. Like, because you're right. I remember you couldn't read, you couldn't write, bro. And then when I'm having conversations with you today, 22 years later, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I ain't got to say no homo, no pause enough. It's a tearjerker to see my brothers grow. You understand what I'm saying? Because a lot of people that I grew up with, a lot of people that I know, they not here, bro. For whatever reasons.
They not here.
For whatever reasons. You understand what I'm saying? Like, we were taught wrong from the beginning from, you know what I'm saying? We wasn't taught financial literacy when we were younger. We wasn't taught about health. You know what I'm saying? It's a pleasure to be here and have the intuition and have the mind and have the brain capacity to want to learn now and to want to do it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
They're not here at all. And a lot of my friends are not here. And I know Reem friends ain't here because we all came up around the same time. So
Exactly.
it's traumatizing, man.
Yeah,
That's why I got a
really
quote. That's why I got a quote. I always say we made it.
Nigga,
That's
we
my
made
quote. So that's my quote, man. I mean that shit, man. Anyone who made it past the crack era, and you know, like you said,
Definitely.
Don, like you said, like we need help from that, from just like seeing that. If you ever see a person that never did drugs, this is about to blow your mind. You grew up with a dude that was getting money, kids, robbing, I mean stealing, that started getting money, never did drugs. And then at the end of the game, he's hooked on drugs. You ever notice why?
Because he's
Have you
seen,
ever?
because he been around, he grew up around.
Not only that, but y'all ever really thought about why?
Why? What's your reason? I mean, like, what's your analogy?
My analogy is this: he went his mental was so messed up, he had to escape reality of what he'd been through.
Yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact. That's why they stay on drugs. That's the escape for them.
Yeah.
Like
But
you, yeah,
go
you
ahead.
just it's just so crazy of what a person been through and you ain't got no help. It's like seeing a person in jail. You see a person on heroin, like, who am I the judge and say, yo, he got 50 years. How am I tell him to cope with that?
Yeah.
Right.
Escaping the reality of what he's been through.
But this also goes back. Let me ask you a question, Reem. Do you think, right?
Hmm.
Um, do you think that it's safe to say that therapy is a good thing for most people, if not all people?
Absolutely. I think a lot of people should do get therapy, and they think they look down on it because of how we grew up. We look at that as that's some white people do, and we gentrified to make it look like it's a wrong, but to talk about your problems to get it out and to let your emotions out instead of keeping everything bottled up inside. Because when you do keep things bottled up inside, it results to things like that. It's like you can't handle it. So you look for a scapegoat, something else to do to try to take your mind off of it, and it could be drugs or whatever addiction it is. And that's right. He's exactly right when he said that. I agree
I'm
a
gonna tell you
hundred
this.
percent.
I think that I agree with you. I concur, and I think that a lot of people don't even realize they need therapy. And here's why: at our age, our parents lived through way more. Just try this on for size. Me, I've seen so much more, but I'm just gonna pick out some monumental points in my life. I seen a black president come into play. I seen the towers go down. I lived through COVID. I'm living through whatever's going on in the presidency right now with, you know, Donald Trump and the possible wars. Yo, bro, that's enough for a motherfucker to go get therapy. You understand what I'm saying? Along with everything else that's going on in your life. And sometimes therapy ain't because you messed up in the head or you need mental health or mental help. Sometimes it's just good to go and be able to talk to somebody that does not know you, that can't judge you, to get a different perspective on things. Therapy is very healthy. I go to therapy. How about that? Sometimes I go to therapy twice a week. How about that?
I know. I'm a therapy.
You understand what I'm saying?
I go to therapy.
And I'm cool with it. I go talk. I ain't got no major problems. You understand what I'm saying? But this is why I don't have major problems.
Right.
Because I'm in therapy.
That's why you never went back to the can either.
You understand what I'm saying? I've been home now. How long you been home, for you?
11 years.
I've been home since 2011. We're at 26 right now. So I've been home 15 years.
I've been home 11 years, man.
I thought about throwing rocks at the glass house. Who talked me down?
I did.
Because it gets tough. You got to tell the bad before you tell the good. It gets tough. I talked to my man. I said, yo, what's up? Like, yo, I'm about to go see the plug. This nigga was like, you're an asshole. Like, no, you're not. Real spill. He was like, nah, that's not what we doing.
You just got to sit down. But guess what happened when you sat down?
We ain't going to talk about that. No, blessings come. We are going to talk about it. Blessings.
Yeah, talk about it.
I went from one situation to another. I do not inspire to work for nobody for the rest of my life. Let me be clear about that. I don't care about a pension. I don't care about a pension. I care about being successful in other ways. I am a talent. I am the power. I have a higher power who makes me the power. I am who I say I am. Some things are about to change. But I am currently employed right now. I did currently get a new position right now. That took me to 6 figures.
Yes.
In a New York minute.
How many felonies you got?
3.
And they said you couldn't do it.
And the field that I'm in the IT field. Guess what? Never went to college a day in my life for it.
And they said you couldn't do it, right?
And they said I couldn't do it.
They counted you out, right?
They counted themselves out. Fuck you talking about. They ain't count me out. You counted yourself out thinking that I couldn't do it because I'm the nigga you gonna need around to help you do it. Fuck is you talking about? Real spill. So I say that to anybody that's listening, man, don't let nobody tell you can't, man. I'm a 3-time convicted felon, bro. I've been up north twice. I lost my moms while I was in jail. I lost relationship with my kids. I lost a lot of friends. I had people betray me. I betrayed people at some point. I'm a better person today, man. Don't let nobody tell you that you can't do it. You know what I'm saying? Find out who you are. Align with your purpose. Get real with yourself. Accountability is key. You cannot do any of the things that I just mentioned if you do not take accountability for the things that you've done, the people that you've hurt, and the mistakes that you've made. It's at that point that you can begin to grow. I take accountability for any and everything that I've done. And if you're on here looking and I've ever did anything to transgress against you, I take accountability for that. Find me. Leave a comment. Let's make it right. You understand what I'm saying? One affirmation at a time, man.
Yeah, I like that, man.
Real spill, bro.
Yeah,
but we just wanted to get on here and kind of talk about, you know, I know the time is winding down. We can definitely continue this conversation if not on this episode, maybe, you know what I'm saying, grab another episode tomorrow because I know each of us have things to do. But, you know, I want all of us to get off here and I want you to leave your affirmation for the day. So I'm going to start with you, Ring. What's your affirmation before we close out?
Get better with your kids, since that's what we started this with. Get a better relationship with your kids. Try to learn them. Try to learn the mistakes that you're making. Take accountability for the things that you've done in your life that may have affected your kids, and reach out to them and mend that relationship so that you can hope to become a better father or mother.
Copy that. Be you. Robert.
Oh man, my affirmation is greatness. Become great in everything you do. What does that look like? Discipline. Stop trying to conquer 5 years from now. If you can't conquer the next 24 hours, you're doomed.
Amen.
You're doomed.
Amen.
And that's my
Amen.
that's my affirmation. Conquer the next 24 hours. Make every minute be a better you. You'll be a better father. You'll be a better uncle. You'll be a better son. You'll be a better brother. You'll be a better person. But it has to
That's
take
a fact.
discipline. That's my affirmation right there.
And mine is, like I said, you know what I'm saying? I'm always going to take accountability. Mine is growth and development. You know what I'm saying? Mine is spirituality. Mine is love. You know what I'm saying? Like, those are the things that I affirm. You understand what I mean? Like, I affirm to become closer to God. I affirm to, you know what I'm saying, do my part and be obedient to God and be submissive to Him so that, you know what I'm saying, I can have others fall in line and walk behind me or beside me to be in their greatness. You know what I mean? Each one teach one. You got to give it away to keep it. You know what I'm saying? So I affirm to be all of those things. You know what I'm saying? A better father, a greater man, and you know, to just live in line with my purpose. You know what I mean? I am who I say I am. I am great. I will accomplish the things that I set out to. And you know what I'm saying? With that, fellas, man, I appreciate y'all for having this conversation. And more real conversations need to be had like this. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Blocks around the world. I need y'all to
Right.
vibe on blocks around the world about serious topics like this and not just the bullshit that's going on, you know what I'm saying, in society today.
Yeah, that's like, yeah. And thank you for having me, man. Stay up,
Always a
man.
Always.
pleasure.
Stay
Always a
tuned.
pleasure.
Stay in
Always,
tune, man.
man.
Thank your ancestors, man. Pray your most high, man. And let's do it. See y'all on the
That's
next
right.
one.
Shout out to everybody that tuned in, man, for vibing on the block. Like, comment, subscribe, share, man. Y'all know where to find us. We always on the block vibing, man. My name is Joe the Connect, and I'm out of here.
Pablo, salute.
Robert, catch you later, man.